Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tassenix, and welcome back to Season 78, 3 vs. 3 Grand Arena Championship, Week 1, Round 3 for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. My opponent, once more, is the highly efficient ucantsay of Phantom's Menace. All of these guys, very dangerous, efficient players. So how's everybody doing? Say hi in the chat, and give me a second to set up your music, yeah? We're going to be a little more brief during the intro today about all the stuff going on with his account and all that, because we are a little behind on time. That being said, how's everybody doing? Ganra, Tisbrizzle, Darsalea, Depressed Wampa, Hugsy, man, just patrons everywhere today just to start off the day. Good to see you, man. Good to see all of you. Hugsy says, Happy Satel Day. Hope all's well, Mr. Tass, and best of luck with the Grand Arena. Yeah, if you guys are on my Discord, I did link how I have my Satil set up. Monster! So, looking forward to next week, man. Alright, let's go ahead and set up the prediction. Now, you all know how it is with these Phantom's Menace guys. It's got to be a tight bit of work. It's going to have to be something like 1 or less, 2 or more. The vote is out. Let's get this prediction rolling. Hey, Cosley, good to see you. Botafogo, good afternoon. Appreciate that. All right, get the review on screen and get cracking. All right, rank 22 fighting rank 21. There's a lot of green here, all right? My 17.1 million GP to his 14.9. My top 80 GP is 3.31 to his 3.12. It's actually kind of a lot. More Zetas, more Omicrons. Top 80 average speed is 169 to his 168. Very interesting. He's got an excellent mod collection. And that's cool, right? Because he's only 1 speed average behind me, but I have so many more speed mods, which means I just have a lot of characters outside of the top 80 screaming fast. Got him on offense, got him on defense secondaries. Hopefully it matters. It is rare for me to have lost to ucantsay, but it's happened before, so size is not guarantee of anything. Although I will say, with set 25 behind us, having more relics, more mods, feels like it matters more. Again, Datacron re-rolls. Well, yeah, as far as relics, I mean, you can see the breakdown here. 2773 total relics for me to his 2054. Relic 10 count, my 28 to his 3. Now 29 with Satil. Relic 9s, my 192 to his 51. Relic 8's my 85 to his 67. Datacron analysis. Total rerolls, my 398 to his 205, so much less than me. Level 9 Datacrons, my 55 to his 30. So on. So, all right. Brief overview, let you take a look at his GLs on the right. Not really having time to review them in any kind of detail, except, wow, that is a really fast Pirate King Hondo. Really fast Balin, too. Jeez. Jeez. All right. Good to know. All this looks really solid. All right. Brief overview on the Omega Bot report for last season. Yeah. Got a bunch of Necrons he doesn't. His attacks are very much spread out. I've got the advantage on speed, and wow. Wow, he's had opponents actually take him to task on the efficiency game. So he's trying to play efficiency, but it may not always work out. Now that makes sense. Efficiency is kind of the way that you have to play if you're going to be an account that's somewhere about 15 million, fighting all the 17 millions. You're going to be having to play efficiency more often than not. So sometimes it works. Oh, okay. You can hear me now properly, Gamroth? Okay. I didn't think anything was wrong on mine. Precious sweetness. Yeah, it's spring break. So guess who, Mom got my daughter up, right? Mom got the daughter up. Got her bathed, dressed, fed. Everybody's in a good mood. Out to the bus stop. They're waiting. And, yeah, while my wife's out there waiting, 5-ish minutes, she decides to just check the school schedule. And, yeah, spring break all week. So, yeah. All right, so what did he have on defense last season? Saw, Gas, Kelleran, Jedi Master Mace, Reva, Fugitive Omega, Aphra, Finn, Tarkin, BKM, Great Mothers, Rey Swolo, Rex Krex, sometimes Rey Swolo EEzra, Stranger, Ahsoka with Watt, Tuskens, stuff like that. Executrix, Home 1, Leviathan, mostly on defense. Defenses by zone, Saw, for bottom front, along with Jedi Master Mace, BKM, Great Mothers, and maybe Rey. That's what I might guess. On offense, the House. Slacker, Pirate King, Gungans, Jabba, JMK Cat, Queen, Maz, Sith Eternal, Freya, Leia, Bane, Great Mothers, Seer Malicos, Lord Vader, Bane, Malgus, jeez. All right, Executor, Negotiator, and Profundity on offense. So on the odd chance he fights a Leviathan, he's going to use Executor to do that. All right. That's true. That is true, Botafogo. Yeah, exactly. All of the accounts that might have been smaller, a couple million GP or even more, during the lifetime of set 25, if you were rocking, perfect stats, you were fine. Yeah. I hear you, Ganroth. All right, now what did he drop on last season? A Forlorn team, a Stranger team, JKL, JML, Mace, Great Mothers, Saw, Maz, Stranger, and a Gungan. That's a reasonable handful, actually. Endurance, he failed with once on offense. Okay, so he does endurance for Leviathan. I am not well practiced in it. I think I've done it a couple times here. That would be it. All right. Where are we at with the prediction? Give you guys another 25 seconds. It says 4 minutes, 25 seconds. Get those last minute votes in here on Twitch. Wager your channel points. How many drops will I have today? 1 or less? Will it be 2 or more? And then we really got to get into it. Very quick review on everything when we get to the board. Real quick. Like a buddy. All right. You guys are mostly, you're pretty well split. Okay, so 54% of points wagered went 1 or less. 46% went 2 or more. I can appreciate that. 1 or less is a pretty narrow needle to go through. All right, let's have a look. So, ucantsay has cleared all but 1 fleet and 1 squad. In brief, I only caught some of these. I can say that see here. I can tell you that on bottom front, he got a 56 on Balin, a 56 on Stranger. He withdrew on Stormtrooper Luke. Rare to get a drop with this guy, so that's super great. And then he got a 34 to clean it up, so dropped another 3 banners besides. Got a 56 on my dad bod team up there at the top. And then against DVDE here, 57. All right. I only have banner accounts, or I only have names on a few more of these fights. Yeah, just one actually. So hold on. Up top, he got a 56 on Pirate King. Now, as far as the rest of this wall here, you see I have the Cody team down, Inquisitor Barris, Fugitive Omega, and a Zuckuss lead with Forlom and Zam. Set 26 Bounty Hunter Crown. In the back, I had set Ahsoka, Ezra, Huyang with a Huyang Crown. Now, this one has protection up level 3, not turn meter. 400% defense to offense. Huyang 9. Good chunk of health. Some chunk of armor penetration. It's a crown that's a little bit better in 5s than it is 3s, because Padawan Sabine can benefit from that more. But yeah, he hasn't attempted that one yet. And let's assume that in my worst case, he's got C Bane, something that he feels he can actually 58 with. So I'm accounting for this ending up being a 58. All right. Then the rest of the teams here, Lord Vader with the same crown I ran last time, set 27 with Darkseid buffs up level 3, 50%-ish health, and about 150% armor penetration, something like that. Saw Luthen, Kyle, Great Mothers with Morgan, and Night Trooper, of course, Night Trooper, and then Rey Swallow Cal with the Chodakron. So I don't have what goes with the rest of these, but I can tell you the rest of the banner counts. You got a 56, a 57, a 54, a 55, a 57, a 54, a 57, and a 57. Only a couple pennies dropped otherwise, right? Now, if we give him the benefit of the doubt and say that that's a 58, then he's got 1445 plus 260 plus 58. 1763 for a total ground score potentially. Now we'll subtract out the 3 260s. Divided by 11. Wait, no. Divided by 1 real quick so I get my same number. Minus 10 for that first attack. That number divided by 11. And you get... I should do my math differently. Oh yeah, because we still have the fleet banners counted in. Aha! So yeah, he got a 76 and a 77. So let's just... So we had 1503, was it? Okay, it was 1763. 1763 minus 77 minus 76. So 1610 minus 10 minus 260 minus 260 minus 260. Say 20 divided by 11 is still too much. All right, we'll just not worry about this right now. I clearly cannot do this. I do not have the time. Also, distracting amount of child noise in the background. Not my favorite. As far as fleets go, yeah, I can't really show the zone, but he's killed 2, and I told you the scores. Oh, is that what I missed there at the end? 8, yeah, that's right. 820. Yeah, divided by 15. Still over there in 5 versus 5 break. 54.6 banner average. So, small base, but not a lot. All right, his defense, top side. Kelleran, Jocasta, Temple Guard, Jedi Master, Mace, Depa, Ayla. Got Forlom, Zuckuss, Zam, Stormtrooper Luke with the Kron, Dabod, Fennec, Asajj Dark Disciple, 4-star, in fact, with the Asajj Dark Disciple. Focus Data Kron. Bottom front, you've got Fugitive Omega across, Mercenary Wrecker, Nihilus, Traya Savage with the Nihilus Focus Datacron, Gas Rex 5s with bulk level 3, It's a mix of stats, including armor penetration, some protection, minor amount of potency. So minor, in fact, that I think Gar ISC can take it on. Great Mothers, Night Trooper and Morgan, potentially dangerous for me. And then Ahsoka, Ezra, Huyang. With the Huyang Crom. Yeah, this could hurt. This could really hurt. I really hope that Leia with the Wampacron is good here, because that's still plan A. All right, so anyways, guys, real brief. Please tell me if any of this sounds absolutely disastrous, but I'm thinking the idea is Aphra here like we did last round. Jabba solo here? I did take Jabba, and there's no offensive threat to me here, right? I'm just going to take a Cron that's got some defense on it, and I should be fine. Just put on auto basic for a while. We don't even have Talon to worry about, which is our traditional threat. So I think that's a good one. Gar ISC here, man. I think I've got more than enough tenacity with a different Cron to be okay to run this. So I think I might risk that. Ahsoka, Ezra, yeah, and then the Leia. So, what do you guys think? Well, I think I'll just do this, and then we'll see what kind of feedback you guys want to give me on the plan. In the back, you might have all the likely suspects. There might be Rey, Stranger, Pirate King Hondo. There might not be any of them. I don't know. The one good thing is that I don't think you got a single 58 or better on my defense, right? So we've got that going for us, which is kind of an achievement against these Phantom Menace guys. They're pretty good about that. But, all right, Jin Rad. Oh my god. Brain is 5 versus 5. Why? I've already played around a 3 versus 3. What's wrong with me? Wake up. Wake up. Can't you see Solo the gas? Yeah, but there's, other things I could hit with C. And doesn't it feel kind of obvious? Doesn't it feel kind of like an obvious bait? I don't know. It feels a little too on the nose. Babu, good luck, Task. Appreciate it. Thank you, Roar. See you there. Okay. They've got turn meter and we don't. Traditionally, that is very bad. They do not have extreme defense. That was the threat. Let's really stop and think about this for a second. We really need critical damage if we were going to be going with a light side turn meter. It'd be nice if it had health in. Goodness. Or not. However, this Cron's unlikely to be used elsewhere. The armor penetration is pretty much waste. But what do you think? We wouldn't be caught flat-footed. Then again, you're really only worried about the Ezra, who's not gaining the turn meter anyway. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Got 2 hours to get the job done. It would be outrageous to have Wampa to use for one of his cheese teams. So if we don't need this here, it would be click. Didn't for ID. This is none of that. Just huge damage. Turn meter. Just a different threat. I'm going to assume that the turn meter matters. Thanks, Musras. Yeah, let's run it. Now, how did he just pop off like that? Oh man, that is bad. I'm gonna come back. We have no way to get the healing immunity. Well, I can at least rest assured that I didn't waste the Wampa Cron, because we just now got to the basic with Drogon. Bad guy. Maybe it would be more helpful to kill him in one go, but then he comes back. But what of it? You can, however, be stunned now. Surely that's worth something. You are a support. No, you're an attack. So I have to hit you to level out. Yeah. Whew. Okay. How do you wish to proceed? Dispel you? Nah, we have to just focus you down. Grim tidings. You can't get the assist call on. Guess I have to kind of do this. Please don't kill me immediately. Thank you. Fire? We are so blessed, by the way. Oh my god, he said. Said? Got a basic here, right? It's gotta be basic. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. None of that now. Yeah, I kind of expected that. Okay, so we gotta see if we can't stick the landing. Oh yeah, we're not. Are we? And up is murderous. It'd be kind of a long shot, but I feel like I kind of have to do this and see what kind of damage I can inflict in the long haul. Anything else seems like madness now. Yeah, still not really gonna be stunned, are you? I'm okay actually offering up our lady. Can't tell me that's bad. Yang being gone. It's gonna be really hard. Go. Done? Maybe less hard than I thought. If successful. So, work the system for a minute and a half, see if we can't use the might of R2 to get us where we're trying to go. Surely we'll be fine. We're actually at risk of finishing this. Anything. Be cool, no basics. And stop that now. At a long way to go. Okay. 56. I mean, still, just chill. I mean, whatever. We'll take it. Better than the drop. We were hot on track for a drop. And we definitely needed to ult when we did, I think. I needed the damage to make sure Hu Yang died because Hu Yang's a bad lad. Added benefit, saved Wampa. Not really sure how that will profit us yet. So, Not have too many more of those. Jabba, though, sounds like a plan, yeah? Yes, thank you, guys. Appreciate all the well dones in the chat. Thank you, everybody over there on YouTube as well. Thank you, guys. Mild concern. All right. Release some defense. Oh. Turn meter. Who is this? Got this one. This one seems... Who did I use the high defense with this week? I want to say that was something with Tuskens, right? Buy something. Take the lower defense of the two, I think. What is this one? Yeah, this is too little defense. So that's how we'll run it. Yes. Oh, yeah. That's it, Zoltar. You've got me read thoroughly. That was all on purpose. It was all according to plan. Entirely part of the design. What do? Eat Sav first? Eat Nihilus for peace of mind, then just put it on auto basic on Sav and run into the night? That type of thing? Get him yet, lads. Can't do that to me. Hit him with the ooh. Satisfaction gets out of that basic, yeah. Ah, oh. Have that now, can't we? Hi. Resume. Getting down right now. Oh. Now you've learned secret technique. Jabba solo versus Leia. Oh yeah, wait for a second. I'm gonna allow myself to time out now. Alright. The fabled 59. Now, could we have done that with something like Maz, Athano, and Quiggold? Yeah. But not for 59. Great Mothers. Still Riva, but with high armor penetration, I think? Is that the ticket? Boy, they're gonna get a mess of turn meter. Seems like terrible news. Yeah, it feels like it could be bad. What do you guys think? As far as this goes, let's check out RISC. So this cron adds an enormous amount of tenacity, and, well, enormous in a relative sense. And the level 3 really can't be beaten for our purpose. The dark side buffs up level 3. At 27. Bulk. So the real question, what are you looking at? You figure, effectively, he's got 190. Actually, not a lot. Like 192% on a special. Compared to 20. 223. Worth it to risk, I think. Here's hoping. Been a while since we've done this one. Wishing us all the best. Good. Okay. Fair. Fair. Could have been better. Could have been worse. Tough to complain about what is essentially a full banner fight for not using something like a GL. Where else am I planning to use C? I mean, Hera. Got 2 Jedi teams. They could stun on, you know. See what I'm talking about? What's this gonna do to Sith? Especially when they're all, oh boy, I have a lot of prot. Look at me, I'm dangerous. I'm like, oh really? Got prot, do you? Jedi Master Mace could probably do it, but let's see how much armor penetration. I mean, I can probably bring enough defense where I don't care. And it would neatly get around this. Anyway, I mean, I still have JML, I still have other stuff. So, what do you guys like for Great Mothers? Who's fought this so far this season? We're doing okay on time right now, if I don't keep it too late. How good is this? Honestly, a lot. Did I look up? Looked up Great Mothers. Did I sort by banners? I did not. Queen. That's, I mean, now granted, we're looking at last season's data. Yeah, if Malgus works, it doesn't look that great. Not terribly wowed. Now, granted, here's 10 battles and seeing some people lose. I'd say the people losing... Wow, actually. That isn't even the crown, man. Oh, that's why I didn't sort it on, because there was so little data on it. Two fights. Still, though, this one was a win, and it has high armor penetration and crit damage. Something that we do have. You know? Anyway. was just thinking about whether or not we do. So here's the thing. Last time I opened up with Doubt from Aphra, and the upside of that was we definitely prevented Crosshair from popping off. But we were late getting that robot out. It took a while. They did a bunch of stuff before we got the summon out, before we got our second turn. So I'm a little concerned about it. Nevertheless, I pulled it out for like a 55 yesterday. It'd be great to do better than that. No? So I am thinking about opening up with the summon first. What do you guys think about that? That's the question to the people. I know we got ads running, so some folks can't weigh in, but it's just as well because I don't want to kick off the fight while some people might miss it. So what do we think? In case you're curious what BT1's look. He's a strong lad. The little engine that could, with the armor, with the crit avoidance, all there. So, welcome back from ads. What do you guys think? Open up with Aphra's summon first to be able to have our taunt up ASAP, or open up with Doubt, because that's what I did last episode. And when I did that, by the time I had put Mercenary Wrecker and Fugitive Omega into handcuffs and got over to Crosshair, Crosshair had 4 stacks of Shaken left. And you could, I guess you could argue it either way. You could say, like, because I opened up first, he was that much more delayed in getting rid of all of his Shaken. But, I don't know. I feel like if I did the summon first, I'd feel a little more secure. Like, more likely to end the fight with all of our guys having still protection up, like all of our non-summons. Something like that. What do you think? Oh, you all got quiet. Got the you. All right, let's see what happens. So yes, the script for this fight, even though we don't have buffs, especially I guess because we don't have buffs, I'm still just gonna basic. Is gonna get rid of the foresights, not trigger counterattacks for those guys. Give us a freebie hit, get the taunt up. Now they do have the tenacity up, so we don't land the doubt, but I'm pretty sure we get the cooldown increase regardless, which is exactly what just happened. God, ever not making. Let's see. I need more. Time grows short. And he grows strong, man. See, that's really not the guy I wanted you to disarm, bro. It could actually have been. Okay. We are now in what experts refer to as the danger zone. Gonna need you to do more. That's kind of what I was going for. Might as well get rid of both foresights and focus straight on our man. He is the danger. He also doesn't have the bonus defense from Shaken. We can more or less proceed orderly through. Give me the 57, you stingy bastard. There it is. Summon wasn't bad. Summon wasn't bad. Not mad at the summon. That Leia fight was terrifying. So, what do you got for me? In terms of Datacron. You need armor penetration. We know this. Dark side, speed up. Okay. I would otherwise probably be using this with, what do you call it? Your Malgus? Something like that. Turn meter, that's kind of dope. Turn meter with crit damage and armor penetration. This is the off Gideon Cron, though, so it's not really at my liberty to use here, I think. Now we're getting away from crit damage. This is debuffs. That's kind of interesting, right? You got Purge. The Purge would be benefiting Reva. But I think we should leave nothing on the table offensively. Let's give him the most kapow we can. Is it open up with torture? Which is what I think I traditional. I think that is what I do. Bullet. All right. The name of the game is Kill Them. Okay. He's going to do an AoE that could potentially feel very bad. The alternative is we can push her back and stop her. I think that's probably the ticket today. And with the AB. Okay. Already got the healing. Yeah, but I also want that gone. Also want her. Fine. So far, so good, lads. Okay. Yes, get this up on her. So she's definitely protected. Minimal. Come on. Okay. On track. Stay on target. Stun. 57. Feels good, man. All right. 1 GL back there. So it was Ahsoka and Pirate King only. Really? Okay. Operation Figure Out Where to Use Wampa First. Chapter 1. Is this definitely like a Tusken victory sort of thing? Because we need to compensate for the fact that he's likely to pull off a 77 in fleet and, like I said, like a 58 on that last ground, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. All right. Yeah, scary stuff. Bane, Silvo. Tarkin. I don't even remember that. What do I even do for... All right. Do you guys think that if I had run with the Wampacron instead of the turn meter, do you think that I think we probably would have lost Leia when I really stop and think about it? Do you guys, I feel like we really dodged a bullet there. Do you guys agree? Because that was terrifying. All right, so Pirate King, unless somebody has a better idea, I still think that Slacker is my best move. Especially with him having Silvo. Silvo can make things more complicated, but at least he's not an attacker. Okay. So what, like Sith Eternal solo on Kel? What did I do yesterday on Stormtrooper Luke? I did Queen. I could do that. Dad bod. I did Great Mothers yesterday, but I could do Bane there today, right? Bane Sash should work. Let's see why it wouldn't. A Forlom team. I did Gungans to a Zuckuss lead team, not a Forlom team. And you could definitely make the case that a Zuckuss lead is much more robust. So I'll check it. I'll put a question mark on it. But I'm thinking that one will work from yesterday. Jedi Master Mace, I see no reason. Cannot be JML. What? JKR. Sure. One last ride with JKR. Aphra. Got a wealth. We have Seer Malicos. That definitely takes on Tuskens. Yeah. Tarkin. I guess I should look up. What else do we? Still got to find a good home for Wampa. Oh, wow. We actually have full-blown Traya, right? Sure. Traya Nihilus Savage. Is there a reason why I would want to go with the Nihilus lead over Traya lead? I don't think so. Is this attack out of turn and all that? I think we'll just stick to that. Okay, that's looking good. Malgus Malik for Finzori? That should also be kind of a sure thing, should it not? I want to say yes. Tarkin, I literally just have to look that up. I don't have recent memory fighting Tarkin. Still, though, we haven't assigned JMK yet, right? That's maybe Aphra. What kind of crown did he set? There. Malgus solo, Jabba solo, C solo, AMK cat. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that messing around with Order 66 sounds like Wampa's cup of tea. Wampa rolls Tarkin for sure, says Molmata. Okay. Yeah. Shake. Ass, how's it looking? Possibility of a Discord stream. Yeah, man, we can set you up with that. Hey. So let's see what the rest of the comments say. Wampacron could be also nice for Tarkin. Yeah, I mean, I could really do that, for sure. Botafogo says, no, Wampacron on your Leia battle equals loss. Yeah. No, I have the Wampacron Molmata. That's what we were just talking about, is that was plan A, using Leia Drogon R2 versus his Ahsoka, Ezra, Huyang, with the Huyang Cron and all that. But before I went in with it, I was thinking, in the past, when you've had turn meter on that team, you're going in with Leia, in 3s or 5s, it has been, not always is, but has been sometimes dangerous in the amount of damage that they can put down on you, especially if they did what happened in mine, where They damn near destroyed Leia, but I think her having her 25% turn meter put her in the right position at the right time to use a basic to stabilize. And I'm pretty certain that if we didn't have that 25% turn meter to match, we would not have gotten the chance to do that basic. I think that was end of the road right there with that one, otherwise. All right. So we still have stuff like Seer Malico. I'm getting a whole bunch of tags right now. Oh, I see. Whole bunch of DMs here since the stream started. Oh my god. A lot of people have tagged me. Nice. A lot of people setting up their the tills. Very, very nice. Beautiful work, guys. A lot of the patrons had a solid week. I think only a couple people had a tough one. There. How's everybody else week been? As you, I think. So you're not going to start under stealth. You're just immortal. Yeah, we'll cut you off. All right. Well, first order. You guys told me last time the hot tech was having turn meter. And I saw why. Because it gave us the opportunity to swap, which I don't know that we need to mess with. That was right. I guess is the one we used. Hey, Dark Killer, good to see you, man. Hey there, Task. Good luck for this match. We lost against Arsenal. Queen lost on Rey, and we can't clear. Yeah. You had a rough one, Hera, but you're chilling. You'll do better next week. All right. Stun Bane. Keep Bane stunned. Select Prophet. Yeah, that feels about right. Hello there. You must not be permitted to join the show. All the same. I don't think stunning you is it. Not just this way. Okay, thanks for that, dickhead. Okay. Hey, calm down. Right back over to you and redo the stun. No games. No games whatsoever. At all. At any time. Woo! You're gonna smack him back, but he'll be immune. Oop, oop, oop. Danger zone. Put him under. Okay. We're stunning again. It's almost already back around. Won't be me. Won't be me. Getting caught. Would never be me. Yes. Take with the sun. Yes. Stop. Good. 56. $56 will do. We lost Hux straight up last time, messing around, so don't mess around. Okay. We set a heavy enough board, thank God. I was stressing about it towards the end of the defense setting period, and I had that Enoch team in the back last round. DJ did push me to set Great Mothers, and I guess I don't regret it. I don't think I'm going to be caught without today. So you guys really think Wampa's good here? You're not worried about Order 66 straight out of the gate being a problem? Because I see a problem. Has our man made a move? Probably not. Probably not until the board is much more clear than it is now. Hour and a half to go, though. Can't do this forever. JMK yet remains unassigned. Let's say JMK at Mace or Aphra. Do we even need that? Arguable. Arguable. Might be able to go even lighter. I want to say it was a blue. He does have. He has neither. Oh, just forget about it. Forget about whether they're there. Show me banners. Talk to me. JMK. Cat. Now, what did you use for this? Bulk. Attacker. 24 seconds. Sure. We could do something like protection up, though, and never come into question, right? So maybe just JMK Cat here. We'll save another one there. Still needing my candidate, really. Or Wampa. Is that the Forlorn team maybe up front? If not Tarkin? Or have you guys already done something crazy? Like, well, not crazy, I guess. If you use Wampa with the Wampacron against any of these teams profitably. Let's see. It looks so easy and yet it isn't. MGY says, yeah, I mean, just pay attention, you know? Omada said, I heard Silva have been creating problems for some, but that seemed pretty smooth. I think just about any composition of this with that Vane and Vanecron and a buffed up Vane is a real problem just to control Vane. But I will say, I think that having a powerfully equipped SM33 or Brutus is a really solid choice, because then there is a secondary threat. And what I did last round is that I stunned the attacker first, and then I want to say that error cost me Hux. So I don't know, man. I think it is easier with Silvo there. because we didn't have another attacker able to freely hit Dre. You saw that Silvo favored hitting Dre for whatever reason. So if that was an SM33 or Brutus, probably not good. All right, Wampa with Wampacron has worked against Tarkin for me in the past, says Pabu. That's great to hear. I appreciate it. I'll give that a go then. Saw versus Dark Killer. Okay, sharing a couple tidbits here. A few counters here that we did, and some of them were cool. Some were catastrophic. Saw versus Moss was a fail. It was very close, but we got wrecked. DTMG versus Bad Batch, 57. Easy. Great Mothers versus Wookiees. Another easy 57. Nice. Thanks for sharing, Dark Killer. Ray Rock says, good Manic Monday afternoon, Tass and chat. Hope you're all doing well. Yes, likewise, man. Thank you for showing up. So far, so good is the name of the situation. Honestly. Oh, I already said Malgus. Go ahead and do that. Not this one. Armor penetration feels such a waste. Not you. Still. Is this really the best health I can offer? This is kind of okay by me, right? The added protection lends very much towards Malik. That's cool. Armor penetration's unfortunate, but this is still a big old chunk of health. Relic Delta on our side. What do they got? Dispel. Interesting. Well, they wouldn't be able to dispel fear, but other stuff could be a problem. This feels like the appropriate thing, though. Le Pixel Cube rated the channel 22 viewers. Welcome, Pixel. Thank you so much for the raid. Are you just wrapping up your own Grand Arena stream? If you've raided me before, I'm sorry. I don't know that I recognize your name. If this is your first time raiding me, thank you so much. And if it's not, my bad, but likewise appreciate it. And if you are a Grand Arena streamer, how did it go?
Why two? Why two? Not just Malgus.
Out of no need to risk anything. I just every time I get too big for my britches, I'm punished. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Have you lived that life?
I think we saw me do that this morning.
What was this morning?
The Leia.
TSD.
Oh, the Leia. Geez, that was horrific. Yeah, wouldn't recommend the experience. Stunt. Yeah, boy. Yeah, surely, probably argue that Malik wasn't necessary. I'm used to a more buffed up version of Shin. I'm not gonna say I feel bad about it, so. Can't bring myself to him. Almost there. Stay on target. We're just gonna chill because I want the dunk. Boom. 58 will do. All right. So, what do you guys think about this Tarkin thing with Wampa? I mean. We've still got Seer unassigned, stuff like BKM, DTMG yet unassigned. Fair one.
You have an R9 Wampa, right?
I sure as hell do. Would you like to see what the old girl looks like without the crown?
This seems like an auto battle with that.
Yeah? That's what we're working with. Just base.
Yeah, with the Kron, I think this is an auto.
Fair. Momada, quick, do another battle, look at your score. Not good. Why you say that? Oh, 666. Oh, God. Not superstitious, but I take your point. All right, we'll go ahead and throw this in. And if I die, you know, woe upon all of you who recommend. Hi. Please stop. Please stop. I asked nice.
So far,
Thank you.
good.
Your participation in this process has been noted and appreciated. Mm-hmm. How are you? How are you? Will do. Okay. Wow, what a momentum swing. If so, if we're all right here about what we suspect about using that Wampa with Leia, and we lost that, not only would I have a drop, but I wouldn't have this tempo swing, right? It's pretty nice. Okay, Freya, we use the Sith Crom, the Nihilus thing. Oh shit. Oh, but we do have Jedi Master Mace, don't we? Don't we? No reason that doesn't work. Still, hey, we do have luxury. Super hot. Actually, think I have Tarkin. Isn't that a two-man? Tarkin and Scorch? It was with Omicron. Won't read. Puffs up. Jabba, C, Bane, Tarkin. Tarkin DCT? But that was what? With like a support cron to shield you? Yeah. Freya Nihilus Savage. Out of that. I mean, Jedi Master Maze. Depa Ayla. Indeed. 57 either way last time. Support cron. Support cron. That makes sense. That makes that 57 a lot more likely. They took along a big chunk of good stats with the Temple Guard. I think I'll probably do something more akin to that. There wouldn't have been turns on that, but we don't worry about that. Let's do Jedi Vanguard then. No reason to type of exposed belly. Some defense was on that cron. That will probably bend our way. This is really powerful. I would have otherwise set this with Rey. Wow, this is really good too. Wow, armor penetration, defense, and offense. This kind of has to be the one, doesn't it? Yeah, just a little stitious, Jack Daniels. All right, ads are over. We're back. I think this is the recipe here. And, yeah. What do you want to do? Want to go after Warrior first, I suppose? Something like that. Our man's on lock. Well, then let's kill the Relio. Worked. 57. JMK Cat here with something big. Yeah, that health and defense that we just didn't use. That could be a slick one. Who else has need? So be it. The power of Delta, indeed, compels us all. Really. 5. Enough out of you. 8. 7. There. Take it. Okay, 58. The road ahead. All right. What did I use with Queen yesterday? Well, this one we said was going to be Bane, right? Is there any reason I should fear this? Really? They'll have... They don't get added defense, they just get the prod up, so... What? Health to mitigate? This one feels like a fit. Yeah, it's a good fit. Give me another Sith, please. Fast. Not on an ad set, right? Hi. Hi. The power of Delta compels you. Good. If I basic and kill, you don't come back, yeah? Be cool. That'd be cool. Hellsteel? No, you were supposed to be cool. There. Ooh, this is a 4 long. Looks a deep. Planning to overkill regardless. Still well equipped for that job. Gungans, yeah, probably still good. Stormtrooper Luke gets Queen. Jedi Master Mace gets JML. Kel gets C. I think we're locked in, guys. Yeah? Yep, this is the one. Potency, armor penetration, crit damage, turn meter. B. Orsh, Mickey. Could be premature to do this, but still. Give it a go. You're kind of the big deal in terms of being a problem here. I'd like to get you out of the game. Okay, so it worked as planned. Go. Call that a success. And protection disruption. Oh. We do not have him deboomba. No advantage. We now have advantage. Use him deboomba. Fine. I've had worse. Click 57. Now, if Fatal were here, I wonder if he might say that, especially considering that I've got, like, Relic 10 Padawan Obi-Wan and Relic 10 Master Qui-Gon, do I really need both? I mean, maybe. Why risk it, you know? We didn't have a drop. You've been doing all right, Banner One. How's he looking here? C gets defense, JML gets prot, STL gets damage. Turn meter is fine. Speed up is also fine for our purpose. This is actually going to be otherwise unused. Kind of ideal. Take that. Get the money. All right, Hugsy says, also, Mr. Tass, do you know when they usually reveal the next Conquest unit? I thought I saw Arnold put out a video, I thought he was claiming to know what it was, so I thought it had already been somehow released on the down low, but no, somebody here in this chat, though, knows what their usual cadence is for announcing, and I know somebody does, so. Would somebody kindly answer Hugsy about that? All right. Let's try and go for the 59. We'll need to just stay as C the time. Face you. The untransform. For my next trick, I shall take all your protection. And then you will die. Oh. Get me. Ouch. Nice. Indeed, elder abuse. How could you do this? Is it elder abuse when at least one of the opponents is also elderly? Reasonable question. Okay. Oh, is that so? Okay. Do your thing. Ah, there we go. All right, 59 smooth there. So yeah, we were not denied anything. Worked out. Any of these have protection? Anyway, took this one. He may not be the greatest GL, but he sure is nice for what he does. Fair. Very fair. Okay. All right, so what did we calculate earlier? We're doing great on time, so I got time to sit about this. So we assumed back when that he got a 58 there. So his raw ground score would be something like a 1600 minus, or before the subtraction. 1600. So, if that's the case, 1600 minus 1328 minus 260, right? I'd need to get 12 on it to match his score. Is that the way of it? If we get no drops, it'd be pretty incredible. One last ride of JKR with JML indeed. Alright, well, anyway, queen it is. The damage is good. One's really quite good. I take that. All right. Hello, sorry. Well, those who believed absolutely have it in the bag today, right? So 1645. Looking real strong there on ground. But can we apply meaningful pressure to him? He did set Leviathan. I sure am glad I lifted mine up. Leviathan, Endurance, and Negotiator. Okay. So you're the one with flow. That's fair. All right, Leviathan for Leviathan. Endurance gets what? One. Oh, right. We have Executor. So Executor can go on Negotiator, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Let me make sure I pay you guys out over there for the prediction. Congratulations to those who believed. That's right, Botafogo. Be rewarded. Dude's third cousin says, after seeing the battles, I think we might have overrated the lead a tad bit. What lead? Stormtrooper Luke? I don't know what you mean. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this one. We all know what's happening here, right? Let's roll it. Oh, Satil's lead Omi. After seeing the battles, I think we might have overrated her lead a tad bit. Why do you say that, dudes? Boo, we lost the point. Boo, I say. Good. Yeah. Let's hit you because we can. The miners. Oh, we don't lose a ship today? Wow. Okay. Take the lead from here. Back over to you. Right. Yield you. You're at greater risk of harm. We'll never get the chance to do those bombs. That's straight ahead. Might as well just get rid of all foresights. In case bomber ever does get. Oh. Almost there. Stay on target. Stay on target. Unnerving in the extreme, waiting to get this guy. Come on. Maybe you can get. Well, you know, that's it goes. Sometimes you might get extremely lucky, and they might choose to go after this guy, but not today. Not today. I'm just going to do this so that I get the stacks immediately and have less risk of losing him. And we try and do what we can from here to recover banners. He's doing a surprising amount without the leadership. That is interesting to hear. Whose testing are you watching, Deuce? Or are you just doing something yourself or with your guild? Yeah, when we're wrapped up for Grand Arena, guys, I'll show you what I've got going for for skill. Police siren outside. Just going by the road. Going by the road. That's all. Loud ass siren. Well, my wife is like alarmed. She can hear this fire truck siren going by. Be not afraid. Alright, 71. Yeah. Still seems right to me. Do we need anything else? I really don't think so. If we should lose our tank, it'd be nice to have. And what are we looking at just by the numbers right now, just out of curiosity? So I calculated earlier that if he got that big old score with the 77 on fleet and a 58 on ground, he'd have a 2059. So 2059 minus 1716 minus 219 divided by 2 is 62 to meet his max potential. So as long as we don't drop, we should be okay, which means I have the discretion to bring the extra reinforcement, though we will likely not need it. All right. Sometimes endurance unexpectedly catches out when it ships, and I don't need it. Yeah. J-Rod Fantastic says, I'm a little late getting to the stream. Did you happen to face the Cody FDC? I did last round, and I used Tuskens. You want a high defense cron from the newest set. I do have my fights all timestamped in last episode's VOD, so you'd be able to find it quickly if you wanted to go hop and have a look. No assists. Meets expectations. Would not change a thing. What do I really want to do with this? I mean, you're about to do that, so just pull you up. You're about to cast turn meter and shield up and whatnot. Get that offense up off him ASAP. Yes, well, nothing is perfect. Maybe an assist? No. Not today. Some other day, but not this day. Yeah, no problem, J-Rod. Good luck. Okay, far so good. Now he's in stealth. We're at a bit of a disadvantage. Really did. I want to say that's Han's first assist all fight. And yeah, I'm actually very over it and not bitter. Thank you for asking. No need to call what's his name out and put ourselves at risk for losing a banner. Keep the goodness moving. You can shield up here for his sake. Nice, we get the chance to focus him down while he's not the last ship standing. Give me the juice, boys. The juice. Come on, finish him. Finish him. There it is. Looking good. But yeah, if nothing terribly unexpected happens, you don't end up needing the tank. But we didn't have to pinch the banner today, so we didn't. Zoltar, you should start doing predictions for how many times Han assists. 1 or less? Is it going to be 2 or more? I like your style. That's a good one. All right. So, what's it gonna be? Like that? He's only got the 1 reinforcement. Surely I won't end up getting the 2. So, if we're doing it like this, then we should be alright. He said confidently. No reason for not take this, though. Something blew me up unexpectedly. I would lose my damn mind about it. Fight for want of 1 reinforcement. So yeah, again, very low likelihood that I'll need this, but it won't be me. Not today. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, I don't really want to do the taunt, do I? Kind of irritating. But we're about to have the opportunity to... We should take advantage of momentum. We'll have breach, so I think you'll get stunned? I'd want to call this, actually, and the mark so I can get at you. I don't want to hit you now. But I do really, really this. And for the worst. Interesting. I'd like to land this on somebody who doesn't have the thing already. Because I'd like to just knock somebody right out, get my healing back up, like so. Save the heal. That's the... Alas, the days have stripped me. Maybe try and slow roll it a little bit. But then to heal up Profundity or... Is our banner back? It might even give it to us for Razor Crest. Let's see. 74. So I brought 2. 75, so I think it did give us the prop banner there. Yeah, -1. Nice. Okay, 71, 75, 74. Solid work. All right, I do think we've got him in the bag, guys, because his maximum potential score, assuming he got a 77 on fleet and a 58 on ground, would be a 2059. So this may be the highest score you'll ever see me post in Preverse 3. GG to ucantsay. Not so easy to take this hat off, but always a good fight, and I always have to be on my toes with you. All you guys, Phantom's Menace. So, small wonder there. GG, man. All right. Let's talk about everything. Now that it's all in the past, let's see if he's made any moves, first of all. No. I wonder if he doesn't have something to attempt it. Or maybe he was only going to try if he saw me trip up and give him some way in. But yeah, I had home one back here with Endurance and Chimera. So one of these is 76, the other 77. And yeah. As far as how he did with the rest of these squads, I covered that at the beginning of the VOD, so if you didn't see that, go back to the beginning and catch it. Let's go ahead and talk about my attacks. Bottom front, against Fugitive Omega, Crosshair, Mercenary Wrecker was Aphra BT1 IG90. We got a 55 last time, starting off by going with the cooldown increase, the Doubt from Aphra. This time we did the summon, and I felt like it was a little better. We got the 57 instead of the 55, so sample size of 2. Nihilus Treya Savage had Jabba available. Jabba solo historically has been good for Treya, especially where Talon is not involved, and that was very safe here, 59 banner. Gas Rex 5s. I was willing to bet that with the amount of tenacity I could bring to bear and the lack of potency on his Datacron, Gar ISC should have been able to get the job done, and they did, 57. Against Great Mothers, Morgan, Night Trooper was Riva, Grand Inquisitor, Seventh Sister, and I took a very high armor penetration and crit damage cron. Last round, I failed using Riva versus a Saw team, and I went a little light on the damage stats, and that was a high defense team, in fact. So I made sure not to put myself in a tough position like that again. 57 banners. Toughest fight of the day was right here. Ahsoka Tano, Exile Ezra, Hu Yang Kron. Over 300% armor penetration, a big chunk of crit damage besides something like 80%, I want to say, 60, 80% somewhere. It was turn meter level 3. It was 400% defense to offense level 6, Hu Yang level 9. And just before I hit the go button on Leia Drogan R2 using the Wampa, which is what I did yesterday against a EEzra, I want to say. If I had done that, I think we would have lost that fight. I'd have lost the whole thing altogether because, again, he was almost a 2060 with one drop. So if I had a drop, look at this. If I had done everything else the same and somehow been fine, it would have been 2065 to something like 2060. Do you know what I'm saying? So it would have been really, really tight just on that. Anyway, we went in with a 25% turn meter to match. And the reason why I think it matters is that, considering how the turns unfolded, Leia almost got bursted down. Every little bit of her health and defense was necessary. She was very red health. If Hu Yang had looked it, he would have fallen over. But Leia did miraculously get a turn. And I wonder, had I not had the turn meter to meet their front load in the first place, if Leia would have taken another hit before she got that eventual turn where I used her basic on Ezra, support, it equalized our health out, and it saved Leia. So I think meeting turn meter with turn meter was the most important thing there. All right, in the back against his Aphra BT1 000, 400% defense to offense, set 26 Kron. We went in with Jane K and Kat, 58 banners. Against Tuskens here with a set 26 was JMM Depa Ayla for 57. Against Pyra King, Vane, and Silvo with the Vane Kron, Slacker, Hux, and Dre for 56. The trick being, take absolutely no risk that your Vane, that the enemy Vane actually gets to move. Keep him stunned at all costs. Also, I did use Ray's lightning judiciously to keep the sides under defense so that they couldn't get picked on while we still kept Vane stunned. So Silvo and Hondo still had to just hit Slacker, and we could live with that. So that was definitely our best banner attempt yet so far doing that this season. Against Tarkin, DCT, and Scorch. So yeah, we didn't use the Wampa with Leia, so we had Wampa with Wampa, and I had my doubts, but you guys gave me the confidence, and I went in 58. You're just worried about getting Order 66 and blown up unceremoniously, I'm not gonna have Wampa be able to take massive damage from DCT, right? So that's what I was worried about, but my worries were unfounded because, yeah, the slap immediately killed DCT, and that was it. Against Finn, Zori, Resistance Zero Finn, went in with Malgus Malik. And, if you're doing this the last couple seasons of 3 vs 3 with those mighty roll crons, it could be pretty risky for you to attempt that with just Malgus. So I went in with Malgus Malik, just respecting the historical damage potential of that team. 58 banners, no problem, to be honest. Considering not only I had Relic Delta on my side, the Kron was weak, and I had a strong Kron, probably could have just gotten away with Malgus, but didn't feel like risking it. That was that. Top side, against his Kelleran, Jocasta, and Temple Guard, we had Sith Eternal available. Didn't burn him on gas or something like that. So that was a pretty smooth 59. We just slow rolled it. We never transformed. We finished with topped off health and protection. Beautiful. JMM Depa Ayla was JML, Jedi Cal, JKR, 57 banners. Orlom, Zuckus, Zam was Gungans with, good armor penetration. The same Kron I used yesterday, 57 banners. Stormtrooper Luke, Stormtrooper Han, Princess Leia, stuck to the script. Same from yesterday. Queen, Master Qui-Gon, Padawan, Obi-Wan, 57. Probably could have cut either Padawan or Master Qui-Gon from this, but again, didn't need to. Risk it. And then Dabba Boba, Fennec, and Asajj Dark Disciple was Bane and Sass for 56. We didn't lose Sass. We kind of exploded them because we had a decent Kron and also Relic Delta on our side. I want to say Saj was like 4 stars. And yeah. So that's the story of squads. And again, if you're coming in late and you just missed the fleets, against Leviathan, we mirrored that for 71. Against Endurance, Profundity for 75. And against Negotiator, Executor for 74. In the case of both Endurance and Negotiator, I took one more reinforcement than was necessary. But again, we checked the numbers beforehand. We were comfortably safe to take the extra. I take a risk. That was the thought. All right. Yeah, Cosley, nice score. GG. Thanks, man. Pabu, congrats. Thank you. Most Ross, 2085 is impressive. You're damn right. It is impressive, and especially for me. It's usually not the kind of score I'm pulling out here, but that's the way you really have to think about the super banner opportunities, right? Greater than 57 banners when you're fighting somebody like this, because see that he only dropped the Stormtrooper Luke, and like if he had not dropped that fight, this would have been probably within 10 banners that I would have won. And that's what it is. So you really do have to look for that against these efficiency players. They set these teams that are weaker, but they're willing to bet that you're going to either 57 it or you might even lose a banner or two. So if you're really being savvy and looking for those 58 pluses. Wait. All right, J-Rod, clap, 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 applause noises. Thank you. Appreciate that. Beat them at their own game, Botafogo. I mean, yeah, it's easier for me to pull off when I'm the weighted favorite, right? Like, I've got the resources on my side. So, it is nice to get the win, no doubt. But, yeah, I should be able to pull this, right? Sorry, who was about to say something?
Oh, I was going to say, I had 2 bites of one of the donuts and then had to go, rinse my mouth out with water.
Mm-hmm. Because they were Dunkin' Donuts and Dunkin' Donuts is trash?
It was just not good.
Dunkin' Donuts
I felt my teeth rotting in real time, man.
It always was trash. So
Yeah. You asked if they were still ass, and I'm just reporting back that yes, they are in fact still ass.
I believe
For those of you who aren't aware, I had Dunkin' Donuts brought over this morning, and I had 2 bites of one, and yeah, I had to go rinse my mouth out with water. That shit was nasty and too much sugar.
Yeah, I want to say Krispy Kreme tastes a little different these days as well, but I still actually live within 10 minutes drive of an actual Krispy Kreme store. So, it's okay. It's all right. The best donuts are around fall time when you have the cider mills open and you get those nice cider mill deep fried donuts, the ones that they fry and then straight out of the fryer they go into the cinnamon sugar mix. That's the way. All right, K-Wolf NA says, make sure to dab your forehead with a towel with all that sweat coming out. Unironically, most of these matches, I have put sweat stains into my shirt, and I go and hop and take a quick shower. So you don't know how right you are. GG says Hugsy. MGY says, nice GAC round. Very much thanks, guys. It was a great round. And again, GG to ucantsay. Very likely to see you next week. Along with Herbert. Herbert was in the bracket. If you guys didn't take a look at my bracket, let me show you real quick. So this is who we had. So there's Herbert there. I want to say that's... Is that an Erodium? Yeah, it's an Erodium or something. Yeah. Dark Killer, who joined us in chat. That's an excellent player. Arsenal, who you know well. Good friend of the stream. Joe Cool and Engineer, I want to say, are both Erodiums as well. So that's the life out. All right, before we get going, I did say I'd show you what I landed on with Citadel. So here you go. This is, well, hold on. Let me show you. Protection, primary, 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots of speed. Speed set and defense set. Crazy protection secondaries as much as I could. I am going to do that 100 cost reroll eventually here to get that potency to roll percent protection. Not giving up on it, man. Because, yeah, here's what the totals come out to. At Relic 10, all abilities, everything else applied, 101,491 health, 244,070 protection, 330 speed, yeah, and 78% armor. So, not quite 80%, but decent. Damn decent. She's gonna be a menace. Nice armor too. Yeah, yeah, I think it's pretty good. Doesn't she get defense out of something as well? Aren't I getting a little bit of cushion on not having 80%? Okay. I guess not. Gains defense up, but that's not quite the droid I'm looking for. Okay, so wait a minute. Yeah, you would use Into the Fray first, then Force Stun. Yeah, she doesn't really have defense stacking, but considering that my, high target for a tank is 80% armor, we're pretty damn close having all of that protection and speed, and also just enough health to push us over 100,000 so that we're getting that benefit from protection up, I want to say. You're doing something extra somewhere based on... Really trying to find this thing. Where did I see it? There's some call out that section up. Wow. If target enemy is marked, all Old Republic Jedi allies gain 100% defense, penetration, and offense, not defense. Is it? I mean, we get that nice little 10% there. There was some... Yeah, the protection up there. Yeah, so I just get a nice round, like 10K out of every protection up, right? Just by being over 100,000. And that was not hard to do, right? Just a little bit of health is all you need to push you over, because she's got a pretty decent health pool. And then, yeah, as much as I could possibly throw on her. Okay. A protection or speed primary on the arrow? It is a protection primary. Here, I'll show them again real quick. So there's where my little bit of health comes from, right? Got this one. Like that. So, she's ready, man. All right. Let's go ahead and get ready to wrap up, right? Let's see if there's somebody else to raid you guys on out to before the round's over. Of course, if you want to be in touch in between episodes, here's the link for my Discord. Find out when I'm going live, when new content of mine goes up. If you play some of the other games I play, check off all the roles that apply to you, and see you around. You're a scholar and a gentleman, sir. Thanks, says Don Senzi. Happy to help, man. Yeah. I'm excited about bringing her in next week. All right. Of course, if you're watching me here live, I'm here at twitch.tv/Tassenix. I also simulcast from my YouTube channel, Tassenix Gaming, where if you've not been there before, check it out. It's got a ton of sword-related content that I think you'd love to see. Of course, it's the long-term storage point for all my Grand Arena VODs with chapters added. You've got stuff like the How to Mod Guide series, building up your mod collection from scratch all the way through advanced topics. The mod guides on characters and factions you've asked about. It's also a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena focused podcast, Plotting and Scheming, that I make with my friends Dagger, TJ, Sasha, Aisha, and Fatal, where we break down our combats in the previous week in the, thereabouts of the top 100 of Kyber 1. We'll tell you how we dealt with the meta matchups we saw out there, our favorite attacks and defenses, the lessons learned for the week to come, and any other actionable intel we think is worth sharing with you guys. That show is native to Spotify, but wherever you catch an episode, check the description. There is a link that you can use to plug into your preferred podcast program. Follow us that way. Aside from that, anything you enjoyed over there on the YouTube channel, please hit like, hit subscribe to the channel to see more, follow me on Twitch. All great ways to support the channel, absolutely free. Really appreciate that. We're just a stone's throw away from crossing the 1,900 YouTube subscriber mark. So thank you guys for continuing to grow the channel. Tell everybody. Tell your mom. Tell your mom's mom. Tell that second cousin twice removed. So tune in. But seriously though, if you want to go above and beyond the Call of Duty to support the channel, there are a few ways to do so. First, I do have a Cash App. That is $Tassenix. I do have a PayPal, which is tassenix@gmail.com. And if you're interested in getting some advanced Grand Arena scouting power for yourself, early access to my content, including plotting and scheming, and a few other benefits you may be very interested in, might be checking out my Patreon page, patreon.com/Tassenix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. At $5 a month, you enter the Task House at VIP access level, where you get early access. Oh, why didn't that turn on? Why would that happen? Hold on, let's see. Oh, I must have clicked something wrong. Is that the case? Boy, I better not have done that elsewhere. My bad. All right, well, anyway, at VIP access, this is $5 a month, and you get early access to all of my content, including plotting and scheming, which is coming out to our general audience Friday mornings, 8 a.m. Eastern, but patrons have it in hand as early as Monday or Tuesday night, giving you an early advantage going into that first round of the week. I will occasionally make patron-exclusive videos, especially upon request, that will be exclusive for not less than a month. And of course, I have a dedicated text and voice chat on Discord where I am usually lurking, so pop on in and say hi. Thank you so much to all my patrons here at VIP Access. Moving on up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get a bundled Patreon access to me and to your choice of either OmegaBot or Hot Utils Patreon. OmegaBot's that tool that I use at the start of all of my Grand Arena streams. It's the one with the graphs that give you an easily digested sense of your opponent's offensive and defensive tendency. Anybody can use that tool for free to scout their opponent's last week of Grand Arena history, but only patrons can build out a custom report with any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version of the report with embedded links that you can click, taking you right back into swugga.gg or Insight, with data pre-sorted, just helping you further minimize and focus your scouting efforts. Alternatively, you might go with Hot Utils Patreon, aka Chili subscription, which is your #1 tool for mass mod management and loadout creation. Nothing else lets you switch so easily between your Grand Arena, TB, TW, and Raid mods. You can use it like TJ and Fatal do to comprehensively remod your roster using the powerful automation feature. You can help out your guild in TW, slice through hundreds of mods in seconds, and so much more. No wrong way to go at VIP Access Plus. Thank you to all of my patrons here. Oh, Huzzy says, have a good one, Taz. Hey, man, thanks for tuning in. Take care. All right, and at VIP Access Premium, that is $15 a month for the Double Bot Bundle. So Patreon access for me, OmegaBot, and Hot Utils, all under one price. Going out and getting those two bots anywhere else costs the same as this triple bundle, which is why so many of my patrons say it's one of the best values in all of Fomega. Thank you so much to all of my patrons here at VIP Access Premium. I know you guys enjoy the double bots. At the top of the heap, Injustice Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper, a madman who occasionally pops in and blesses the stream with hundreds of subs donated, thousands of biddies, setting hype train records time and time again over the years. Thank you so much, Nomads, for all the generous support. And likewise to Pills, who does pop in from time to time, and usually towards the end of streams, and just randomly starts throwing out subs. I'm talking 10 here, 100 there. Never quite sure what to expect, but it is always generous, and it is always appreciated. Thank you, Pills. Special thanks go out to the Lost Wampa, one of my patrons, who goes above and beyond the call of duty for me, not only by being a patron, but also helping myself and my community with all of our IT-related issues. He popped in just last stream and got us working when I went live, and I was only live on Twitch because something was broken on the back end for YouTube. And he got us back up live and got you guys a solid VOD over there on YouTube. So thanks, Wamp, for always being there, not only for me, but for the community at large. To Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do in the background, whether that's bringing me something to eat or drink while I'm live here on stream, or just keeping our daughter from tearing the house apart while I'm trying to be the very best like no one ever was at a phone game. I appreciate you. And of course, again to my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming, Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal. Gentlemen, as always, it is my pleasure and privilege to record our show every week. Really looking forward to tomorrow. Because I learned something from each and every one of our discussions. So despite the pressures of work, family, raising kittens, whatever the case may be, I really appreciate that all of you show out for each episode. And occasionally, hopefully you learn from our conversations as well. But regardless, it's not about us. It is about the viewers, the listeners, tuning into our show. leaving comments on YouTube, sending me DMs on Discord. They're telling us that they're picking up good things from the show, guys. It is rare that a day goes by that somebody doesn't send me that kind of note and say that they learned something that they could apply and it helped them win the day. So we're having the effect that we wanted to, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Nearly 3 years on, and I wouldn't change a thing. All right, we've made it to the very end. Let's go ahead and make ready to send you guys out over here on YouTube. Who can we send you guys to? Let's see. Vex is live. We rated Vex recently. Let's drop in on Scribe. You know, spread the love around a little bit. Yeah. All right, YouTube folks, thank you for tuning in. Catch you next time. All right, and over here on Twitch, same category. Who's up? You know what? We gave the love to Scribe over there on YouTube. Why don't we send you guys over to Vex here on Twitch? That way I don't have to feel like I left any of my homies out. How's that sound? All right, shields up, weapons online, make ready to depart. It has been my pleasure to have you all here today. Really surprisingly great round. I was expecting some struggle, and I'm glad it all went to script today. You all know it's rare that it goes exactly to script, so nice. And yeah, stay tuned for plotting and scheming coming here for this coming week, and we'll be back, I want to say, next Thursday for the week 2 round 1 stream. Thanks again for tuning in, and until next time, it's been real, it's been awesome, it's been real awesome. Take care.